Chase Daniel, James Jones, 4 Super Bowls at this desk, 39 years of NFL experience. I don't have the Super Bowl, though. Shady got 2, unfortunately. I'll see if he can share one with me one day. We will see. Anyway, let's get right to it. I think the Jets should regret trading for Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
At this junction in time, Shady, Chase, James, viewers at home, let's be real.
Please educate us.
What has Aaron Rodgers done to give the Jets hope? Well, they acquired a 39-year-old last year. He got hurt.
Yep.
I didn't get hurt. You didn't get hurt. He got hurt. Cut to this year. It's 5 games into the season. We're 2-3. 18 points per game. 286 yards a game. Wait a second. 2-3. 18 points per game. 280 yards. Where have I seen? Oh, I saw it last year, James.
Oh.
With Zach Wilson as the starter. I saw it last year, Chase. I saw it last year, America. We saw this exact same thing with Zach Wilson as a starter, yet without the chaos. The Jets fired their head coach. Why'd they fire their head coach? Because expectations minus reality equals disappointment. Expectation is Aaron Rodgers. The reality is 2-3. So the disappointment, it is oh so grave. As a result, Jets ain't got a head coach. We're 6 weeks into the season. We still got 3 to 4 months left to play. Y'all do realize that. There's guaranteed 11 more games left. And if there's a promise of 4 more games after that. So we have no head coach. We got a lame duck offensive coordinator. He might not even be calling plays if you're reading Pro Football Talk or if you're listening to reports outside of New York. You got an offensive coordinator this year because of Aaron Rodgers. You got a number 2 wide receiver that got 3 drops, and he ain't even got that many touchdowns. So what has Aaron Rodgers done that should lead you to feel great about the situation? I ain't got nothing thus far, James. I think at this junction in time, it could change. But at this junction in time, the Jets should regret, at least Robert Saleh should regret hopping on a plane to acquire the same person that got him out the building. What you say?
Man,
you play with
Why do
Rodgers.
they keep showing you in the camera?
You and Chase are something else.
What'd I do?
Okay, so first off, before I go.
I didn't even do anything.
No, I'm just saying, before I go, because...
You opened the show.
Because
me.
Now Chase got you showing graphics. Can we just... No,
You got a graphic.
Can we just...
Go get some
I know
graphics.
my dog ain't playing well right now, but can we just ease up off the disrespect? Like, can we stop having graphics with Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson with Aaron Rodgers? We do know he's a first ballot Hall of Fame. Whatever we want to think about him, whatever we want to say about him, can we just stop doing for me? For me, though, for real. Like, I know he's 40. Shady get on me about being 40. Hey, he ain't playing well right now.
40.
I understand all that, all right? But this is a 4-time MVP and a Super Bowl champ. Can we just ease up on those grabs? At least find another dude that was good and going through a bad stretch, and you, like, put him up there, like Matthew Stafford or something.
Right.
I don't know. But can we ease up on them?
Fair.
Regret? No. I was thinking about the Jets were in search of a good quarterback. They've had good defenses for a very long time. They were in search of a good quarterback. You missed on Sam Darnold. You missed on Zach Wilson. So you're looking at your football team saying, man, if we can just get a quarterback to go with the team we have, we can compete and win some games. It is still early. If they win this game, they're in first place. Everybody probably have a smile on their face, some new blood in the building, all that. So I'm not ready to say regret because you were looking for a good quarterback. And you go and you get on a private jet to go recruit and get a Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer in your building. So, yes, I know it looks ugly right now, but I cannot say regret because you needed a quarterback and you needed a really good one, and you thought you was flying on those private jets to get a really good one, which you did. He's just not playing well right now. We all can see that. But I believe Aaron Rodgers will come out of this slump, but regret, absolutely not. It's been a lot of bad quarterback play in New York. Can we agree on that?
Yes,
So to get up on a jet and a plane, a bus, I don't care how you got there, to go get your guy, you should not regret going to get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think they should regret going out and getting one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks of all time because they tried to fix the Zach Wilson issue, right? You got to give that to Robert Saleh. He tried to fix the issue. They knew they made a mistake in Zach Wilson. He tried. He got on that plane, and he tried to go get, or he didn't try. He got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And time will tell, right? Time will tell. This whole season, you got it left. You can be in first place if you win against Buffalo. Look, Aaron Rodgers has not been great since 2022. He has more games with 3 interceptions than he has 3 passing touchdowns. No 300-yard passing games at all. Yeah, I got that graphic for you, James, because this matters. He's 11-12, right? But, and I say this, but I don't know if the Jets should regret trading for Aaron Rodgers as much as they should regret hiring Nathaniel Hackett. I think the root of the problem, I'm not saying all the blame is off of Aaron because he's got to play better. But I don't know if any quarterback can play in this offense right now. That offense for Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers, it hasn't transitioned. It hasn't got anything good in it. It hasn't made the next step. It looks like I'm watching the 2012 offense. Okay, defenses has gotten a lot better. They're not using shifts. They're not using motions. They're not using stacks. They're not using bunches. And I get that's an Aaron Rodgers thing. You have to get better. You have to evolve as an offense. And when you're not doing that, I'm sorry, Nathaniel Hackett's lost his fastball. It's hard for anyone to play in that offense right now.
Regret, huh? Trading for Aaron Rodgers?
It's a big word.
You know what? It's too early to say, right? We're only going on game 6.
Yep.
And it's weird because, as we compare, and I hate even, speaking Zach Wilson with Aaron Rodgers. I hate doing stuff like that. But it's I don't remember Zach Wilson competing to be the number one, in the division against the AFC East with the Bills in there. I never seen that. But Aaron Rodgers has that chance to do that Monday night, right? So I can't sit here and say, even though he's been playing bad, I can't say we regret it because they can make, if they win this game, they're number one in the division. That's hard as hell to do.
Sure.
Right? And if you do that, anything can happen. So I just think that, time will tell eventually when we see things going on. Even with the coach getting fired, right, Robert Saleh, I don't know if I like that move. I think that the Jets are panicking for no reason. I think all the bad years they had, and then now A-Rod, they finally get him. They think they have the savior, and he's not saving the day. Now we're panicking. Is it the coaches, this and that and the third? We need some more spark. Whatever it may be, I think that Jets need to just chill and relax. When we talk about good franchises that's functional, we don't look at the Jets. And I always ask myself, why? This is a prime example why. You have a team with a good defense led by the head coach that could be number one in the division, and you fire the guy after game 5. It makes no sense to me.
And for me, really quick, because you brought up Nathaniel Hackett. So I'm just looking at it from the Jets' point of view, right? Because Nathaniel Hackett was the OC for the Green Bay Packers, right? Aaron Rodgers won 1 MVP for sure, 2 MVPs.
And his best year was with Nathaniel Hackett.
That's what I'm saying. So we can say LaFleur was calling the plays. We can say this is part of Aaron Rodgers' offense. All I know is Aaron Rodgers won 2 MVPs, and he played way better in this LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers' offense, way better than Jay Love is playing right now.
Dog, that was 6 or 8 years ago.
I understand what you're saying, but as the Jets, but what I'm saying is as the Jets, if you're like, this dude is comfortable with this offensive coordinator, and I know the way it looks now, but I'm just saying from the Jets when they hired these people, right? We never know how it's going to work out, but you we got a Jet, Aaron's coming to the Jets, and we get to get his offensive coordinator that he won 2 MVPs under. Why wouldn't you do that? You know what I'm saying?
You had to. I got a question. Shady, you ever been divorced?
What?
Wait,
I ain't married. I ain't been married. Okay, I've been married to the streets, right? You know what I mean? I've been married. You know what I'm saying?
Your whole life?
Are we the
Yes. Wait, now I'm 36.
You ain't never tried to settle down from the streets?
At 32 is when I changed my life around.
Gotcha.
Before that, I was faithful.
So you left the streets, though?
I was faithful to the streets.
No doubt he is. James, Chase. James, what's your wife's name?
Tamika.
Chase, what's your wife's name?
Hillary.
Hillary, beautiful. Where'd y'all go on?
Don't ask me no names, but
I'm done with you, Shade. I already asked you a question. Where'd y'all go on y'all's honeymoons? You remember?
St. Lucia.
Bahamas.
St. Lucia, Bahamas.
Yeah,
wow.
big spenders, huh?
It's fascinating to me, though, because, imagine a world you would home. Think about where you went if you're honeymoon, if you were married. Imagine a world where you get divorced before going on your honeymoon. That's what happened with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. There was no honeymoon phase. He gets hurt 4 snaps into last year. This year, no honeymoon phase because they're sitting at 2 and 3. And Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers have gotten divorced before they even experienced a honeymoon phase. How in the world can you not regret the marriage when you get divorced before you even have time for a honeymoon? You pushed off the honeymoon. You thought it would happen, but your spouse, they got injured. They didn't want to go on the honeymoon trip because they tore their Achilles. They didn't want to be hobbling around with crutches in St. Lucia. They didn't want to be hobbling around with crutches in the Bahamas. So we pushed off the honeymoon phase and said, don't worry about it, baby. We're going to go on our honeymoon next year. Yeah. But before you could go on your honeymoon next year, 6 weeks into the calendar year, hey, no, bring the papers. Bring the divorce papers. I'm ready to sign. Don't worry. Man. We'll serve them at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. Well, don't even worry. Don't tell nobody else. Don't tell the kids. Don't tell her parents. Just we're going to serve, and we're going to escort them out the house with security. Imagine a world where you get divorced before you even go on your honeymoon. That's regret. Yeah. And that's what the Jets should be feeling right now. No honeymoon. All divorced, big dog.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead.
I think, to your point, I mean, that's great. I'm glad we were able to bring our wives into this conversation. My wife's watching at home. Love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But, the Rodgers thing is interesting to me because He's played 5 games. He's
Look at that graphic.
he's played 5 games. And so the honeymoon phase for Robert Saleh might be over. They can turn it around, though. Like, Rodgers can turn it around. They got to do something with that offense. That defense, they're top 10 since Robert Saleh took over in every major category, right? So when they made this move, they were trying to get the offense better. Now, it hasn't been better. The same amount of points scored as Zach Wilson through 5 weeks, 95, like to add to your graphic. But there's got to be hope in that organization that with a new play caller, maybe, with a new leader in that locker room, they can turn it around and they can ultimately get to their anniversary, which is the Super Bowl.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Their first anniversary. So this is the first year that Rodgers has really been there. Like, I'm sorry, I can't even remotely talk about when he got hurt in 2023. Like, 4 plays. Like, wash, right? And that's ultimately the downfall of Robert Saleh is the quarterback situation. But there's still time left, and time will tell. I can't sit here on national television today and say they should regret it.
Yeah.
Because it's you got 5-game sample size.
And for me, though, like, you know, when you about to get married, you know, you go to marriage counseling.
We don't know.
We don't know. I'm about to.
I know. I went to marriage counseling.
About you know, I don't know.
So
We know.
I'm sure Acho has heard some of this before.
Yes, of course.
Shady, your parents been married for a long time, so I'm sure you
parents been
know.
married for 38
Thank
years.
you. So I'm sure you know how it's supposed to look, dog, right? Shout out to your parents, all right? 38 years. But you just go to marriage counseling and they say, listen, man, hey, keep it between y'all. Don't let all these outsiders come in between. Start listening to here and listening to there. That's what happened in this situation. Woody Johnson is his name. Hey, he listening to all that. He broke the marriage up.
Yep.
Right? He broke the marriage up. Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh's like, dang, you've been listening to all that out there. Broke the marriage up. Now it's Aaron Rodgers' time to say, I can show you what type of husband I could be. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get another opportunity to go out here and show you what type of husband I could be. And Robert Saleh could be looking at it like, dang.
Yeah.
He a pretty good husband. He changed his life.
He changed his life
A lot of respect to you married guys. Now, to the single people out there.
Talk to him, Shady.
To the people in the streets.
Right. They go on different dates every week. Anyway, on a serious note, though, like, we beating around the bush here, right? We talking about the marriage, these two, and all. That's baloney. The truth is, they went out there to get a better quarterback, and they got one.
Yep.
The problem is the quarterback they thought they was getting was MVP caliber, Super Bowl caliber. He's not that. Let's just he's not that. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think Aaron's still a good quarterback. But when we watch him today and we look at him from back then, it's not the same player, right? It wasn't the same player when he left Green Bay. He wasn't the same player when we used to watch him. And now he's with the Jets in a different uniform. It's still the same guy. My thing with Aaron Rodgers is we want him to be this special player. He's not that, yo. When I watch this team, defense had one bad game, in my opinion. They played bad against the Niners, right?
Yeah.
And I gave you guys grace because it was a new year, right? New team, etc. First game, bet. But after you really watch him, he just looked good. He don't look great. The reason why they lost against the Vikings, y'all don't want to talk about it, it's Aaron Rodgers. The reason why they lost against the Broncos, Aaron Rodgers. So when we keep talking about this Super Bowl stuff and all, like, yo, that's not going to happen. Let's pray that they get to the playoffs if they do that. But with Aaron Rodgers under center, you're not going to go that far. It's the truth. It's the truth.
That's very well said. That's one way to close the conversation. Hey, when we return, it does not look like the Niners are going far at all. They went to the Super Bowl last year, but right now, 0-2 in the division, 2-3 on the season. Struggling, it looks atrocious. Are the Niners... What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.